Hi, it's Lindqvist from Finland. When I was 23 years old, I was working in another town doing construction work, and I loved running and sports. I was running a lot after every day at the construction site. Then I got sick and I couldn't run anymore. And it was a big thing for me. Actually, it was almost like a nightmare to lose my health. And one day that summer, I was walking somewhere near my house, limping actually. And I asked God that, what will I do with my life? And I asked Jesus, if you had a life like this, what would you do with it? And suddenly I got reminded of my youth pastor's words. And the words were, Jesus invested in people. Jesus invested in people. And at that moment I decided, okay, I moved back to my hometown. And my youth pastor had asked me to work to become part of his small group and become part of his youth ministry team, which was the same thing. I decided, maybe I will invest in people and I will move back and become part of this small group, which is the youth ministry team. And now, many years later, some 15 years later, I'm working as a pastor in the same church. And the youth pastor then is the lead pastor now, and I'm leading the youth ministry with, and there are good youth pastors working now, but I'm kind of wanting to support them. Anyway, Jesus invested in people. And lately I've been reminded of Jesus' simple strategy. And it was today I was reading Bible, and actually I was praying, and I got this reminded of these words in the Old Testament in Leviticus, where it says that 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall chase 10,000. How much 5 can do with God. Several years ago I was in Vienna, sitting there in cafeterias and asking myself and asking God, how will we reach the Europe? How will we reach these new generations, and how will we reach the cities? And I kind of sensed that the answer has something to do with local churches, something this simple, and maybe something with digital technology, because digital technology is molding the culture and molding the lives of the young people. And it's a powerful tool. Videos are a powerful tool. But still the thing is the local churches. That's the secret Jesus built on the earth. And I have a vision of strengthening the local church by reminding us of the vision Jesus gave. The strategy Jesus used. He invested in people. He invested in 12 people. And sometimes I think even 5. What if we invested in 5? What if we did the same that Jesus and invested in 5 or more people year after year and week after week? Put our love, our wisdom, our prayers, our time, into them. What if that is the answer, how we strengthen the local churches? And maybe in some town in Europe, and many of them, it's only a small group of disciples in making. And maybe in some city it is the youth ministry team, which is the hero team where you invest your love and life. And it is that simple. Think about it. In Mark 3, Jesus says that it said that Jesus called his disciples, 12 of them, to be with them. Jesus called his 12 in order to be with them, in order to send them, or something like this. But the accent is on the being with him in order to send them. And what if it is this simple? Invest in people by being with them, loving them, strengthening them, discipling them in order to send them. What if what Europe needs is heroes who see value even in 5, who invest in 5, pour their love in them. And what if in 10 years from now, in every and each town and village, there is this kind of group of disciples in making, heroes in making. In Matthew 9, Jesus went from village to village, from town to town, and he got compassion because people were like sheep without shepherd, harassed. And that's how things are now. And Jesus had a strategy. And what if it seems that the strategy is this simple: to be with them in order to send them, to pour your love. Even 5 of you shall chase 100. And what will 100 disciples do in Europe? And what if in every town there's this kind of group? And what they can do if they start doing the same? Think about it. At least think about it. What if investing in 5 is enough?